Hello my angels, welcome back to my YouTube channel, welcome back to a new vlog, and welcome back to the bedroom on what has got to be one of the most miserable days. Honestly, if I turn the camera around, it is abysmal out there. Literally sideways rain, but we are going to be channeling some sunshine today because at the very end of this week we are heading to Mallorca, which is very exciting indeed. So I've been doing a little bit of ordering just because the sunshine out. Literally, Mark actually left today and he sent me a picture from the aeroplane just before he got off, and it is literally wall to wall sunshine, not a cloud in sight, and currently around about 32 degrees. So I'm feeling really rather jealous of my husband right now, but we are going to be heading there and I'm so excited. We've got our big annual, we kind of do 2 a year, but this is probably the biggest one in terms of production and brands. But we are heading to Mallorca for, gosh, just over a week, and the girls are coming. Actually, Events Through a Lens are flying out with us, which is going to be fantastic. I'd say like 99% of content that we shoot is all in-house, which I'm very proud of. But in this instance, there's so much to capture, and I really want to capture it for you guys as well, because I know you love coming to Mallorca with me, seeing the house. There's so much to share with you guys, and basically it would just be physically and probably emotionally not possible for us to be able to do it literally solely in-house. So Sam is going to be flying with us. He is just honestly the very best. He's quite literally part of the team, part of the fam now, which is lovely, and everything about Events Through a Lens is just creme de la creme, and no one that I would trust more. So it's going to be sensational. So with that in mind, I did a bit of an order at H&M. H&M have got some epic pieces in at the moment for the most mind-blowing price point. And I know that I share a lot of luxury and higher price point items, but I also want to ensure that I am showing you some beautiful luxury looking outfits that don't break the bank. So I've ordered a few bits and pieces for myself for next week. They have arrived. I did want to show you on a really glorious day. However, we're going to have to manifest sunshine, and I will definitely be bringing sunshine with these looks. I mean, talk about butter yellow, lemons, bumblebees, florals. I'm honestly think Zimmerman, because H&M have absolutely smashed their summer collection. It is so beautiful. Gorgeous linens, beautiful bustiers, stunning little bows. Honestly, you guys are going to seriously have to hold on to your knickers because these are utterly gorgeous. So without further ado, we're going to do a little bit of an H&M haul. There's not a huge amount. I literally just selected a few things that I know that I'm going to wear to death and love throughout the summer, and also items that I don't have to be too precious about. You know, all of my beautiful Zimmermann dresses in Agua by Agua Bendita, I absolutely adore them, but I really do look after them. And I'm not saying that I'm not looking after these, but I'm definitely less precious with these. So it depends upon what exertions I'll be doing. I might wear one of these, or if I need something just to pull on, or if it's really hot, or if I want something to go over a bikini that I don't mind getting a little bit damp. Maybe I need something to go down to breakfast in. They're gorgeous, utterly gorgeous. And I may have found the most epic dupe of the new Miu Miu sunglasses and the best high street beach bag you will ever see. So let's do this. Cue the cutest summer dresses. This is so pretty? I love this. So this is H&M's really sweet little poplin midi dress. It's so light, very, very elegant and extremely demure. I love the square neckline, gorgeous strap details. The bustier is actually slightly elongated, so you get a little bit of a drop waist, and then it goes into this beautiful skirt. We've even got little pleat sections, which actually I think draws the eye to your smallest point, really accentuating your gorgeous waist. It's a lovely length. It's got a beautiful skirt to it, and like you can see, it's got a real flirty, floaty skirt, but it's the back that I think really, really makes this. How gorgeous is that? So it's got a really pretty little scooped neck. You've even got a zip in here, and then you can tie a very pretty little bow, and also depending upon how tight or supportive you want the chest to be. I think it's gorgeous. Has she got pockets? No, she's sadly not got pockets, but for under £25, I think this dress looks very expensive. It's got a beautiful, beautiful colour. It's very summery, easy to wear, super comfortable, and I think you can dress it up or dress it down. I would wear this with a pair of flats, like a gorgeous pair of espadrilles, a little linen blazer over the top to kind of maybe like day meetings, running around. It's beautiful weather. You could wear this on the beach with a gorgeous pair of like flip-flop sandals. You could pop on a pair of wedges. You could even have a gorgeous boatron, and this would be perfect for some of the British summer social season events. It's very, very elegant and extremely classic, and of course it is the colour of the season. I'm going to bring you guys down as per usual just to show you the gorgeous design and the detail and those beautiful colours. So we've got some lovely yellows, greens. The base is this kind of like, I would call it an off-white. I wouldn't call it a bright white, which actually makes it a lot easier to style in terms of accessories. So this is the first one. I thought it was a must-have. It's perfect for Mallorca, and because it's so lightweight, it's going to be brilliant for any vacation, summer holidays that you might have. And because I can't wait, I actually have to share these with you. How epic are these sunglasses? I am literally obsessed. I cannot believe the price point of these. I'm not even going to, you're gonna fall off your perch if I tell you how much these are. It's actually ridiculous. I don't know how they do it, but look at the gold detail. We've got this really beautiful, almost like tortoiseshell, well, not almost, it is like tortoiseshell, lovely dark brown lenses, and I think that they look so expensive. They're kind of like a mixture between the Celine design of the slight rounded frame and then the brand new Miu Miu's. I am literally going to be living in these. I can't actually believe the price point. I might actually have to buy a pair for every single handbag I own because they are that ridiculous when it comes to price point. Add these to the basket, add it all to the basket. You could be wearing just the most beautiful, oh, I've got the beach bag in a minute. You just wait and see. You just wait until you see the whole vibe. We're going to be vibing in H&M and no one is going to know. I couldn't wait. I actually just had to unbox the beach bag. Can we just take a moment for the most stunning high street raffia tote bag of dreams? Look at this branding. Hello, whoever is working for the H&M design team, need a raise. This is outstanding. It really does feel like a gorgeous quality. I love how they've done this logo. I think it looks really, really timeless. It's not in your face, it's not brash. It screams, if it can, quiet luxury. We've got some beautiful tan leather straps. It is also fully lined. I have actually just put my gym dress. I've just stuffed my gym dress in here just to kind of like stuff it out, just to show you the size and how much you would actually be able to get in here. But it is fully lined with what looks to be actually like waterproof lining. So I think you definitely could pop your bikinis in here. And then in terms of what else you get, you've got the little buckle at the top, as well as the zip in here to zip away anything that might be important, maybe your wallet, your passport, your car keys, maybe any jewelry if you're going to go and run and jump into the sea. But it's gorgeous. It's also a fantastic size. I could definitely get both laptops in there, camera equipment, a towel, bikinis, and over my shoulder. Look at that. I think it could be just a lovely day bag, whether you are running errands, whether you're going to the market, or whether you're going shopping. It's bougie. I love it. I just cannot gatekeep these. This is under £30. Can you actually believe it? And I said I wasn't going to tell you, but guys, for under 10 quid, they're an absolute summer must-have. I mean, look at that for a fit. I love this so much. This is such a vibe. I adore it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like tan little Hermes slides, I think, or even like a beautiful pair of raffia wedges to match the bag. It's a vibe. It's an absolute vibe. I have a sneaky feeling that you guys are just going to love this haul, because I feel like it's everything that I love in dresses all coming together in really beautiful designs, stunning colours, but for such a brilliant price point. So this is a beautiful, another gorgeous midi dress. It's in a stunning floral print. We've got, look at all of these kind of like anemones, pinks, oranges, greens on a beautiful, very, I would actually call this like a very pale pink. It's so pretty. Little spaghetti adjustable straps. You have also got a full elasticated back panel here, so no zip in this, but it's so comfortable. This is, I think, what makes actually the fit so lovely around the front. Kind of looks as though you could have some boning in here, but you don't, so it's very Zimmermann-esque, and it floats into just this really easy, very pretty whimsical skirt. It's a gorgeous length, again extremely wearable. You could wear this with wedges, flats, high heels, sandals. You could have a little swimming costume on underneath. I can imagine literally just, oh, this weather, but I could imagine swimming out from the ocean, walking up the beach, those gorgeous sand beneath my toes, popping on this dress and sitting at some like little shack on the beach having a padron pepper and a margarita. It's perfect. It really is perfect, and I think the colours are just so pretty. It's very pastel-y, but yet it's still colourful. It's gorgeous. You've got all of these leaves. You've got actually a few dahlias in here, some anemones. What else have we got? It looks like a little geranium coming up here. It's gorgeous, and you could really pull out lots of different colours. I personally would probably style this with maybe white accessories, but you could go pink, you could go green if you've got some orange accessories. Could even go like holiday nails with this. And I also think this dress would look lovely with a tan. Absolutely. And then just because we have to, they're insane. I think I'm just going to wear these sunglasses throughout the entire vlog, and maybe for the whole summer. You guys aren't going to see my eyes anymore. You're just going to be like, my god, Leonora in those sunglasses. These are my find of the season. My high street find of the season. And voila. I think this might be my favourite H&M dress ever. Apart from Lily of the Valley, lemons, leaves and jasmine are my favourite combinations on a dress, and doing that in an elegant and kind of understated way is really rather tricky. Well, cue the most gorgeous summer dress. I am obsessed Look at how gorgeous this is. Look at the backs. We've got this gorgeous corset detail where you can really like cinch in your waist. Exhibit A. Hello. And then we've kind of got a slight V-line with beautiful little pleating into a gorgeous skirt. And the way that they've kind of done the lemon placement is very clever. Got a gorgeous bustier, beautiful little spaghetti straps. Hang on a minute, I just want to double check that these are, yeah, you've got adjustable little spaghetti straps. This dress looks so expensive. I am mind blown. Mind blown. The design, the colour, the gorgeous little pleating details, and how they've just so prettily sort of popped the little jasmine in areas. I'm thinking almost barefoot. This looks so gorgeous with a lovely trug, an amazing spritz in hand. I'm talking golden hour in the jasmine arbor in the garden in Mallorca, and I am in pure heaven. But what we could also do is have like a very pale butter yellow pashmina just draped over my shoulders, a gorgeous pair of, actually I've shown them to you 100 times. I'd share them with you, but currently they're in Mallorca with Marcus. So instead of me having to lug all my luggage there, well, half of the luggage, I've actually packed a load of things and sent them already on their way. So if I had them here, I would share them with you. But you know my dancing wedding heels, they're sort of like strappy Jimmy Choo numbers, and they're white, and I've got a little matching bag, and I just think those with this dress, no one would ever know that this is high street. Guys, this is going to sell out. Add it to your bag immediately. You're also probably thinking, well, what's it made out of, Leonora? She's cotton. She's light, she's cool, she's cute, and also with a hint of sexiness with the corset at the back. And if you want to eat more paella, you just undo the corset a bit. I love this dress. Sorry, just want to double check whether I mentioned I had an obsession with the lemons, because if you didn't know then, you might know now. So another lemon dress, but I couldn't resist. One, because of the price point, but two, the details are so outrageously delicious. I love a shirt dress, but this is actually kind of like a half a shirt dress. So the buttons come down to, I'd say actually hip length, but it's the details which I think are phenomenal. Got a gorgeous pouffant shoulder, shirts down the front, a lovely sleeve to your elbow length. You've got a waist tie so you can cinch however you wish. If you wanted to have it baggy like so, slightly loose and casual, or whether you wanted to cinch in your waist, do a pretty little bow. And even the ties have got the most gorgeous little beads. Aren't they sweet? It's so cute. The buttons are actually covered, so you've got this internal section here, so the fold over the top, you don't actually see the buttons at all, and then it floats into a gorgeous tiered long maxi dress. It's a gorgeous cotton. It's very light, extremely breathable, very wearable, and perfect for summer. I just really need those dresses in my wardrobe that I can just throw on no matter the occasion, whether I'm just jiff-joffing around the house, working from home but it's glorious sunshine, or whether I'm running down for breakfast at a hotel in the morning. Want to pull on a dress for lunch, maybe over a damp bikini. This is just divine. It's quite tropical. It's even got kind of like little signatures throughout it. We've got some really pretty little floral details, gorgeous greens, and I think this has something to do with Capri. Let me have a look in the mirror, whether these are all places. Oh, they are! Sorrento 1994, Amore Esteova, Amore, Sorrento, Capri. Oh my gosh, I love this! This has just actually made it even more special. This is so gorgeous, and like I said, with like a lovely wedge or a beautiful sandal with a raffia basket, I could literally be trotting around Capri in this. And this is the most beautiful, elegant, very classic and classy outfit, all under £50. Can you believe it? It's just amazing, absolutely amazing. So I'm going to be living in these items. Oh my gosh, and all I will say to you guys is I actually found it quite tricky to get my sizes in this. So if you are either my size or any size for that matter, make sure you add it to your basket quickly, because I have no doubt in my mind that these are going to sell out. And one thing that actually H&M does do, they do these like summer sales. So I'm not sure whether a sale is going to be on when this video goes live. If it is, then fabulous, and if not, then always make sure to watch my Instagram stories or my YouTube shorts. Or actually, one thing you guys can do where you will be able to find out about all of my summer must-haves, everything I wear, even down to what I do to my hair, my makeup, my must-haves are always on my LTK, which I will leave in the description box down below. So if ever you're wondering, oh, I wonder where that's from, or I wonder what lip gloss she's wearing today, or any questions that you might have in terms of products that you see in a video, are always linked on my LTK. So what you can do is always to keep an eye on my LTK when it comes to sales, because I post actually there first. So I will leave all of the details to these dresses. I will do an H&M must-have, summer vacation must-have collection on LTK, and head over there to make sure that you can get your mitts on the right sizes, because trust me when I say I've got a gut feeling this is going to sell out so quickly. I have been looking for a pair of shorts that are a dupe to my Zimmermann ones. I love them, but they are quite expensive. And as I said, I've been looking for a high street alternative. And I'm delighted to say that I have found them. They are amazing. Now I appreciate I'm wearing a white linen shirt with a pair of kind of like a creamy pair of shorts, so I probably wouldn't wear this outfit together, but I didn't fancy coming on here with just my bra. I didn't want to do that to you guys, but this is a really gorgeous classic white linen shirt from H&M. I love the tailoring details on this. It's a beautiful quality. It's got a lovely sturdy collar to it, a gorgeous cuff which you can roll up, you can style it out, style it in. You could even have a swimming costume on and just have this open, really, really relaxed. And a white linen shirt is a staple that I think everybody should have in their wardrobes. So here are the shorts. They even come with the detachable raffia-like belt. We've got a gorgeous tortoise shell belt buckle, and they're one of those belts that don't have a little hook in them, so you can fully adjust them as you wish. Make it smaller, make it bigger, depends upon where you are at lunch. I don't know about you, but I most certainly undo my belt throughout lunch. A little bit looser, give myself a little bit more room, but they are gorgeous. So these are a pair of high-waisted wide leg trousers. They're a gorgeous fabric. I quite like that they look slightly tailored. Beautiful concealed pockets. You've actually got a little concealed two hooks and a little button on the inside. So the fit and the tailoring is beautiful, and they're a little bit looser around the thigh. Trust me when I say I have been searching high and low to find a high street option for you guys, so you get that similar look to the Zimmermann but for a lot less. I'm so excited to have found these, because do you know what, there are times that I don't want to be wearing the Zimmermann. They are expensive, and although I know we shouldn't save things for best, we should just wear them, I don't want to wear them and wear them and wear them and ruin them and then have to go and fork out that same kind of money when I could literally be trotting around in these and no one would know the difference. I do personally believe in pay per wear. investing in luxury items that are going to last you a lifetime. I don't know how these are going to wash, only because I've only just popped them on. They might wash really well, but I will let you know because these are most certainly staying. They are fantastic. I love them. Love the fit, love the size. I have these in a size small for reference, and of course I will leave all of the sizing in that description box down below. But just to give you guys an idea on the shirt as well, it's a really, really gorgeous style because it's slightly tailored. I'd call this a slim fit actually, because as you can see, it really beautifully just follows the line of the female figure. It's lovely, and with the linen, it's actually not too see-through. I am wearing a white lacy bra. Can we see a white lacy bra? And I feel like linen, it's the type of material and the texture, it will always be a tiny touch translucent, and this isn't too bad. It's a lovely, lovely quality. So I told you there wasn't a huge amount. Those were the bits and pieces that I thought I just could not have in my wardrobe. I thought the price point is phenomenal, and they look so luxurious. They're classic, they're classy, they're elegant. They're never ever going to go out of fashion, and the price point was just phenomenal. So as I said, all the details will be in that description box down below. I'm going to be literally trotting around the market in Saint-Denis with my little shopper, my sunglasses on. We're going to be tucking the shirt in. You could even do, okay, hear me out. We're going to undo that one, and we're going to undo a couple of these ones. With a linen shirt, I love to do a bit of a knot. Okay, we're gonna have to do this one up, otherwise we're gonna have something on show. And you could do a little knot, and then you tuck the little things out, tuck the little, you know, thingamajiggies in, and there we go. Isn't that such a cute outfit? I love this. It's just amazing. Absolutely amazing. And how easy was that to literally just do a tie? So I will always make sure that I am making sure everything is covered and being slightly, what is the word I'm looking for? What is going on with my brain today? Discreet? Not the word. Oh, I can't remember. It's escaped me. But making sure that you are fully covered up here if you are going to show a little bit of midriff. You can't be doing it all. Can't be doing it all. So I'm in love with this, and again, I think you can style it just so many different ways. Even if you're wearing like a really gorgeous pair of like white cut-off jeans or trousers, the white linen shirt with a lovely tan belt, the shopper, the sunglasses of the summer season is going to look sensational. So those were the few bits and pieces that I picked up. So I really, really hope you guys love them. I do need to take the dogs for a very quick run around the orchard, and I mean very quick because it is absolutely catastrophically revolting outside. And then we are going to, I've had a couple of orders downstairs for next week. Some gorgeous skincare and makeup-y bits, and I know you guys love that, and it's kind of just like you and me tonight. Mark's in Mallorca, so without further ado, let's do girls' night together. So I'm going to do the dogs. I've got to spend the next couple of hours with the girls, and then we're going to pour ourselves a mocktail, and we're going to do a little bit of an unboxing and actually have a bit of a catch-up, because I feel like Chelsea Flower Show is just the biggest whirlwind. I was then wildly unwell, then went straight back out to events. I've had a crazy weekend, and actually talking of weekends, I really, really hope you guys had the most gorgeous bank holiday. Maybe it wasn't a bank holiday where you were, but I really hope you had a gorgeous weekend, or whatever day or time it is that you're watching this. I really, really hope you're having a very special day. And yeah, it just, life managed to get extremely busy all very rather quickly. And not often do I just actually get a moment to take a deep breath and slow things down with you. Mallorca is going to be really, really busy. So one thing I'm not very good at is like actually enjoying the moment where it is a little bit quieter. And tonight I have one of those nights. So yeah, you and me are going to be having girls' night. Hello team! Well, it's been a few hours, but I'm very excited to say that it is 6:05, And for probably the first time this year, that's terrible, isn't it? I am finishing for tonight. I just had like a really good rustle in the fridge, and it's been a remarkably busy week, a very, very busy weekend. And you know when you've done like a huge food shop and like all of the best bits are gone, but you're sort of left over with still quite a lot of food, but you need to do something with it. So I've kind of got courgettes that have definitely seen better days, a very sad looking sprouting leek, some spinach that I should really get into my body. I'm like craving vegetables. I know that sounds really weird, but I'm craving like really wholesome, like comfort food that hopefully isn't gonna upset the apple cart. I've got, again, a pretty sad looking Jack Hawkins tomato. You know how I feel about aubergines. I love a good aubergine. So I'm gonna do aubergine, but then I've also got this. These are the hot honey halloumi kebabs. Do love some halloumi. So it's gonna be a bit of a random meal tonight, but I'm going to make the most delicious pasta sauce. I think what I might do is, I've been kind of, I don't know whether to do like a tomato base. I'm gonna do lots of garlic. I've got some, I sadly don't have any gluten-free, which is a bit of a problem, but I'm gonna have some pasta. I don't know whether to do like a tomatoey anchovy. We can put some olives in here because I know I've got some olives left over, and then we could like top it with a little bit of feta. I'm meant to be making something that my tummy is going to like, but considering last night I was quite adventurous. Again, last night we had like loads of leftovers, and I had some sausages, and I had a really delicious charred pear and roquefort with chicory salad, and it was really delicious. So I feel like if my tummy can do that, I can also do this. So I thought that we could, well, first and foremost, we need to make a mocktail. I definitely need to continue the hydration stations, and I know the girls are going to be so impressed with me, girls. It is 6:10. This is so strange for me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make myself a mocktail. We are going to make dinner together, and whilst dinner is kind of like simmering away, because that I would say is one of my top tips when it comes to a really delicious pasta sauce, let it stew for as long as possible and all of those flavors really combine. And definitely with the aubergine, you want it to be really cooked through and very, very soft. So whilst we wait for it to cook, we are going to do a little bit of an unboxing of some really, really gorgeous Rodial bits and bobs. So where am I going to put you? Where am I going to put you? Where am I going to put you? I tell you what I'm going to do. This is the art of multitasking. Look at these exquisite peonies as well. I'm going to take this out of there. We're going to steal the candle holder, and that is going to be, haha, the perfect tripod. Also, my like school uniform today, I live in these little Halara dresses. This is the cute little black one. It's also got like little inbuilt shorts. Sorry, I didn't mean to like scare you there and flash, but it's got cute little shorts. And this is part of the easy peasy collection, so no need to get completely snoody in the bathroom. And then because it is just the most horrific day outside, I've got my little cardigan over the top. So that has been the fit for the afternoon. Wait there 1 second, I'm just gonna get my favourite glass. Also had a terrible headache. I don't know whether I told you this earlier in the vlog. Yeah, I think I did. I've not had coffee in over a week. I mean, who am I? Like even this morning, I just didn't fancy it. But I have noticed, like I'll get to like 2 or 3 o'clock and I'm starting to get a headache. Like even this evening, I would actually go as far as to say I'm starting to get a bit of a migraine, but I have already taken 2 Nurofen. So I'm hoping that that and like a tiny touch of like natural sugars from this delicious Beaver Farm elderflower cordial. I love these. If you're new to my YouTube channel and maybe you don't know much about me, then welcome to the family. And 2, I'm obsessed with Beaver Farm. Kind of anything that jazzes up a mocktail. I'm not a huge drinker, so having things that are delicious and hydrating but also look bougie, feel bougie is a little bit of me. So we're gonna do some San Pellegrino in there. Love a bit of San Pellegrino. It's got the perfect amount of sparkle. And then, actually, you still got bubbles? A little bit of Perrier. You still got bubbles? Still got a little bit of bubbles. No wastage in this household. Literally, as I'm about to make a dinner of some very sad looking vegetables into something that is going to be utterly scrumptious. Now this does look a little bit sad. I do like to have a bit of a garnish. I mean, not talking of garnishes, but talking of like planting. I've got to show you my children. So remember we went to Le Manoir Cassis with Holland Cooper and we sowed our seeds. Well, my seeds are turning into the cutest little babies. They're sprouting and they look so cute. I'm a very proud parent. Before we show you that, I do feel like I need a tiny bit of a garnish. That looks very depressing. Why don't we put a couple of raspberries? In there. There we go. Divine. Then I'll eat those later. Wonderful. Okay, so we definitely need some capers. What else do we need? I've got anchovies here. Use some of those bad boys. What else do we need from in here? Don't even look in here. It's like you can really judge someone as to how they keep their fridges. And I like to say I keep a tight ship. However, it's been a very busy bank holiday weekend, and in here looks pretty shocking, if I can say so myself. I'm going to get those are the nice anchovies. Oh, those are very nice anchovies. I might use those instead. Oh, this is delicious. Those are wonderful. Oh, I'm delighted no one saw those. Look at these, they're like deli anchovy fillets with parsley and wild garlic. Divine. Okay, I'm gonna put those in. Right, we need olives. I've got lots of olives, but not kind of the olives that I was hoping for. These are garlic and jalapeno, Greek halkidiki olives. Fantabby dozy. Wonderful. Right, we have a drink and we have more ingredients. So let's take our drink and you guys and head back down to the butcher's block. I've got my sous chefs who will hear me chip chopping and demand to have a nibble of something. I think what I'm actually going to do is bring you down slightly so that you guys can see what I'm doing. So I think what the plan is we're going to create a bit of a base. We're going to sweat the onions down with some garlic, and then I'm going to pop in the courgettes and the aubergine, and then I've got to make a bit of a decision. I think I am going to put the anchovies in. I think it's going to add a real depth and again saltiness. But is anchovies going to go with feta? Don't have to put feta in. I've got parmesan. Parmesan! Okay, let's make something delish. With any good pasta sauce, you need a healthy amount of some delicious olive oil. All I can say is Good thing I'm by myself this evening because I'm going to have some seriously garlicky breath. Yum to the scrum. To get your onions to the point where they're starting to go translucent, and then gorgeously sweating down the garlic, and then I'm actually going to add in my anchovies. Okay, so those anchovies have almost dissolved, and I'm now just adding in the aubergine. I've turned down the heat slightly, and those aubergines are going to instantly soak up any of the oil, any of the moisture or liquid that will be down there. And then I'm just going to let those, in some ways, actually fry off a tiny touch. Let them get some gorgeous colour. And then I'm also going to add in the courgettes, let them get a tiny touch of colour, and then we're going to add in some chopped tomatoes, pop a little bit of tomato puree in there. We could even at that stage pop a little bit of white wine, or fry off the white wine. Yeah, continue to make what is hopefully going to be a really, really delicious pasta sauce. In go the courgettes. Voila. And in they go. Divine. A little bit of cracked black pepper at this stage. Also, really good pinch of sea salt. Maybe, not that my tummy really needs it, but a little pinch of chili flakes. You could put dried chili or fresh chili, depends upon whatever you've got. And already those aubergines are soft. And actually, if you don't have that much time, but you still want to put a vegetable like aubergine or maybe squash or pumpkin or whatever it might be, basically a vegetable that takes a little bit longer to cook. My tip to you is to cut them in small chunks because they cook a lot quicker. Sounds like a really obvious thing to say, but it definitely makes a big difference because I am going to be in bed. Well, I've got to do the dogs, so I think they are going to have an early evening as well. We're going to be major sofa slugs this evening. I'm going to put the dogs to bed at 9, and I'm going to be in bed by like 9:05. I cannot wait, and I am not allowed to be looking at my emails, and I am not allowed to be doom scrolling. Not allowed. Right. I have seen that there is a little bit of a definition Chardonnay in here. So I'm going to turn this up for a moment, and I'm going to put a little bit of white wine in here. There we go. And I think that that is going to add such delicious flavour. And also, again, a little bit of liquid. 1, for our aubergines to continue to soak up, but 2, to also sweat down. I might as well put the white wine, quite a lot of white wine, but no one else is going to drink it. And I don't drink wine. Wine goes in the food. It'd have to be like a very, very special. I'll occasionally drink a red wine if it's something like a Mouton Rothschild or something like utterly delicious, or like a Pincus, or, you know, one of those bad boys. But white wine, I don't know, it's not my flavour. not my bag. So unless it's in my food, I do not consume it. And also it gives me the worst headache. I will have to have not many other options for me to drink rosé. And there are a few rosés that I will drink, but if it's like a really gorgeous hot summer's day, I'd rather have like a Lillet or something like that with lots of tonic and soda water or sparkling water or vodka and tonic, or I'm a cocktails galley, which is probably not a great thing. Obviously, love a mark. Right, that is that. And I'm going to go to the pantry and get some chopped tomatoes. Give those a good stir. And now I'm going to add in the chopped, very finely chopped tomatoes. This is the pulpa. And then I'm also going to pop in some delicious passata. Liquid in there. Might actually put, I'm making such an enormous amount of pasta sauce that I'm also going to have pasta probably for lunch and dinner tomorrow. I'm going to put 3 big tablespoons of capers in. I had some of those sort of really rich dark burgundy olives. I would pop those in here, or you could even do black olives. However, sadly I don't have those. I have these. Sorry guys. Sorry my sweet child. You're under my feet. Do you want to say hi to everybody? Want to say hi? I know Mummy's making pasta sauce. It's got garlic in it and loads of other vegetables that you're probably not allowed to have. I know, but Mummy will give you treats. Mummy will give you tidbits. But these are the garlic olives that I have. So I'm going to pop those in. And then another thing that I do have is something that Kimberly came with, which you guys don't know about Kimberly. She is probably one of the greatest cooks I've ever met in my entire life. She has a whole room, and I mean like whole room. It's literally like a whole room, I don't know how else to say it, decked out in cookery books. It's literally like the best thing you've ever seen. And she is the queen of dips, and this is her famous pesto recipe. I literally eat this as literally by itself. It is, it's so good. But I've got so much left over, as you can see, that I'm going to put a big tablespoon. I'm going to save some for tomorrow. So I literally eat it with crudité. That's so good. Just a lovely dollop of that in there is going to add so much flavour. It's a wild garlic pesto dip. Well, pesto I suppose. It's got loads of Parmesan in there, pine nuts. It's just delicious. So that's going to add so much flavour. And then this dip, I think this could even be my final dip of my life. I would want it to be this one. It is, it doesn't look massively pleasing in here. It is a red pepper peanut dip of absolute dreams. This will blow your mind. Oh my gosh. I could literally just sit down and eat this with a spoon. So revolting of me, I know. And she leaves it quite chunky. So you get a really lovely crunch into that. She must put like, oh, God knows what she puts in here. I must ask her for that recipe, and I will leave it down below. It is just outstanding. Okay, right, so this is looking really rather beautiful. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to chop up some of these olives. I'm going to put the lid on and just let this simmer away and work its magic. And I'm going to get a few of the tortilla chips that are in the drawer over there and have a little bit of a nibblingtons of this. and then we are going to do that Rodial unboxing. So I'm gonna put a lid on this, chop up those olives, and I'm gonna be back in a hot second. And I would be lying if I said that I wasn't going to inhale probably some more of the dip. Right, so whilst that is bubbling away beautifully, we are going to do a little bit of a Rodial unboxing. They have been so generous. Whoa, you guys are on the wobble. So generous, and sent me the most beautiful box of goodies. Some of my absolute favorites, all-time favorites, and desert island products are in here, as well as a few new launches, which I'm so excited about. So one quick sip. Oh, I can actually see you guys flashing. So I'm going to quickly change the battery, and then we're going to unbox this together. Pop that over there so I don't spill anything, and let's have a little look. So I did actually have to retrieve some of these items from my mother's bags before she left. She's so naughty, so naughty. So she has actually already taken a few items, but I had to draw the line at the Rodial lip oil. Now this is probably one of the biggest kept secrets. I absolutely adore this. And if you are wondering what is ever on my lips in terms of gloss, it's probably 9 times out of 10 the Rodial lip oil. It is so nourishing, it's so moisturizing. It comes in lots of different colors, and it's also pumped with collagen. Now this is my favorite. It's this gorgeous pale pink, but it actually goes on really rather clear. And it is quite literally skincare for your lips. So I tend to normally pop my lip liner on, and then pop this on. I'm not quite sure why you guys are so far away from me. Let's bring you guys a little bit closer. Oh my goodness, and you are also currently balancing on said candlestick holder, and as you can see, it's just the most beautiful gloss. It's not sticky whatsoever, and the scent, literally whenever I put this on, Mark's like, I want to eat you. It smells so good, and I adore it. So I try to have these dotted around, whether they're in handbags or cars. They're just so nourishing. These are my go-to. I also love the dusky pink. The coral is stunning for summer, and it does also come in like a cherry red. And as I said, they do go on quite sheer, but the slightly more pigmenty colors are really gorgeous. So what I'll do is maybe I'm definitely going to be using them for my shoot next week. So I'll show you what the different colors look like. Then a product that I will never be without are their brightening pads. These are fantastic. This is from their vitamin C collection, and they're their brightening cleansing pads. Brighten and renew. They've got salicylic acid, glycolic acid, and lactic acid. You get 50 pads in each little box, and I just think they're so nifty. If you just don't have the time, you want to quickly get something off, but you know you want to get all of your makeup off, and you want to get the vitamin C into your skin that you know that you need, and the fact that you wake up with such bright and glossy skin, these are sensational. I also love the packaging. It's divine, utterly divine. And vitamin C is one of those things. It's so important, and they've got such a gorgeous scent. You are just catapulted into a beautiful spa-like experience. They are gorgeous. And then they've also been so kind to send, I've actually not tried this. This is their UVA SPF 30 moisturizer. Brighten and renew. It's also got the hyaluronic acid in it. And I'm really excited to see what this is like. Next week it's going to be hot to trot out there. And one thing that I will never tire of banging on about, SPF. If any of you ask me about my skincare, what do I do, how do I look after my skin, it starts and ends with SPF. Please, please, from somebody who was brought up in America with lots of sun damage in the way of freckles and moles. I am a moley person. I'm a moly. So you have to just be so careful, and that's not actually from lack of putting SPF on when I was a child. My mother, oh, we've all been there when the parents are trying to like slap the SPF on a child. You kind of either in two stages of your life, you're still remembering what it was like to be a child, or you're kind of in that motherhood stage of like, oh, I've really got to get sun cream on that baby. But anywho, really excited to try that. Then we've got, oh, something actually that I'm really excited. These are called the Soft Focus Glow Drops Illuminating Ultimate Glow Primer. It's got niacinamide. Oh, that's what my facialist in Mallorca always says, Ben. I need, and his pronunciation I love so much. I just want to hear him say niacinamide or something. Is really, I really love that. It's got white stargrass and squalane. How lovely. Ooh, it's the most beautiful packaging. And also gorgeous colour. Look at that. So it's got a very nifty little pipette. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, I can already tell I am going to love this. Let's see how that goes onto the skin. What? Oh, it's got the most gorgeous texture. Oh, it's beautiful. It's quite a milky texture. Oh my gosh, the glow. Look at that beautiful glow. So have a little look at that. It's obviously matte and dry, and instantly that gorgeous illumination, instant moisturizing. That's going to be beautiful. Quite frankly, I think that's stunning on its own. Illuminate, glow, and be radiant with a soft focus glow. This is going to be perfect for next week. That is beautiful. So that is all rubbed in. And look at that gorgeous glow. Oh, I love that. Thank you. Oh, it smells lovely too. Let me give that a little whiff. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my gosh, that is going straight into, I don't know whether you call that makeup or skincare. It's a bit of both. And the fact that it's going to give you that almost like flawless filter look. Yes, please. And then I love this so much. So as you know, I am a liquid bronzer girly. They sound frightening, but if you invest in good products that blend really well, you are in safe hands, and I always think that it actually looks more natural. So this is the Bronze Glow Lighter. You've probably heard of the Banana Low Lighter. Probably one of the most iconic products on the makeup market. It is outstanding. It's what I've used underneath my eyes every single day. Well, they brought it out in a bronzer form, and I've been using this for actually a couple of years. I kind of go between my Charlotte Tilbury contour wand and this, but I feel like in the summer this has such a gorgeous glow to it. Look at that. And you can really blend that out, and you can create a really gorgeous, super glowy, very golden goddess sculpted and really defined look. Or if you are in the summer and you've got a lovely tan but you just want to have a little bit of color, you can literally just dot it where you need it and blend it out with your fingers. I would say that the ingredients in this is literally like skincare. And you know, when you're on holiday and you've had a shower and your skin is just looking so beautiful because you've got a little bit of color, just add a tiny touch of this and you can create real definition without having a face full of makeup. This is gorgeous. I love that. So I'm so grateful to the Rodial team for stocking me up on my bits and pieces that I literally could not live without, as well as adding a few items that I cannot wait to introduce into my routine. And of course, I will let you guys know what my honest thoughts are of those. And if you haven't got every single lip oil in your basket already, then why not? because they are amazing. Anyway, I'm gonna have one more sip of this. My pasta is actually on, so I want to make sure that it is not overcooking. We want it, I would actually go as far as to say tonight, I think I want it slightly more than al dente, but obviously not overcooked. So let's go check it. Okay, so pasta is done. The pasta sauce, ooh, it's bubbling away. I'm going to pop the spinach in. And then whilst I head upstairs and pop my PJs on, the spinach is just going to welt down into the pasta sauce. Oh, I wish you could smell this. It smells so good. And because spinach literally goes to absolutely nothing, I put quite a lot in and just push it down slightly. Pop the lid back on, and in literally 2 or 3 minutes, it is perfect. I'm going to get my plate out of the warming oven, put my pasta in, top it with some pasta sauce, sprinkle with some Parmigiano, and then I have got a date with 4 extremely handsome sausage dogs on the sofa. Oh, PJs are on and I am in pure heaven. Pasta sauce is done. Oh, yum. Smells insane. And then, ooh, here we go. Now apparently a proper Italian, Alessia would be telling me off right now. I should be putting my pasta into the pasta sauce, but considering I'm going to save this for tomorrow, I can make some fresh pasta tomorrow. I literally just made enough pasta for what I needed this evening. I think this is being a little bit over ambitious for me, but delish. I'm going to get a little bit more of that sauce. Yum. All those veggies and all that hearty goodness. The final little touch is some freshly grated Parmesan on the top. If I had some basil, I would pop a little sprig on the top, or a lot of Parmesan that is, and there we go. That is my homemade Leonora pasta of absolute dreams from everything in the fridge that really needed to be eaten. Fingers crossed it's going to be utterly scrumptious. Hurricane out here. Oh my gosh, the wind is crazy this evening. Oh my goodness, all the roses have been blown to bits. Right boys, wee-wees and poo-poos as quickly as possible please. Oh my gosh, it's blowing a gale out here. Come on boys, big wee-wees and the poo-poos. Big little wee-wees. Oh wow, look at this rose. That beautiful. Oh my goodness. We're gonna have to do a garden tour in the daylight. Not when it's sideways raining and blustery. Oh my goodness. Oh, right boys, big wee-wees and poo-poos.